So, how has your year been so far, my friend? How has your year been? Okay, so the beginning of a year is for me a time to reflect. Okay, I'm one of those people that don't have New Year resolutions because I set 10 years resolutions, and so every end of the year is a time for me to reflect on how far I am from my 10-year goals. There's a reason for that. Now, naturally, we overestimate what we can do in 1 year. If you ask someone, what do you want in your life? Then they look at this year and they tell you a million things they want to do. But if you ask the same person, what do you want in the next decade? They have no clue, no idea what they want in 10 years. And so for me, I discovered that when you think strategically, okay, strategic thinking, you think 10 years ahead, and you can see what purpose am I here for? That I can live for? What is the purpose? What's my mission that I can fulfill in the next 10 years? Jim Rohn, the mentor of my mentor, said this. He said, 10 years from today, surely all of us are going to arrive. The question is, where? Where are you going to arrive? Okay, so all this depends on some of the things we're going to talk about today. And for you to look at the next 10 years, to look at your life and have it, have some substantial meaning, we got to look long term. Otherwise, who wants to be disappointed? Because every time you look at 1 year, at the end of the year, we are nursing disappointments. Look at 10 years. Every 1 year, readjust how far you are. Take another path. There's a shortcut. You can take that. Review the strategies. You can change as many times as possible, but the goal is the same. It's about who you become in 10 years. Who do you want to become? Don't focus on what you have to do, because what you have to do means nothing compared to the person you become. Who are you becoming? Who are you becoming in the next 10 years? Who are you becoming? Now, that's a huge question. That's a strategic question. Who am I becoming? Because some of us just arrive and realize they've become this person who doesn't care about love, relationships, joy, peace, things that make life worth living for. You become that kind of person, and you live such a life that you convince yourself this is the way life is supposed to be. You're mirroring, you're reflecting who you are inside of you. So the reason we set goals, the reason we think of 10 years, the reason we think of 1 year, time points of revision, to revise your goal, your vision, your mission, is because the target is not the goal itself. It's you. Who are you becoming? That's a deep question. Who are you becoming? Who are you becoming? When you reflect back, when you look at all these habits, rituals, daily practices, who are you becoming? Who are you becoming? When you look at your relationships, your choices, your standard, who are you becoming? Who are you becoming, my friend? You're not going to arrive in the place of greatness by mistakes. There are a few things that I want you to take care of. I want you to write down. I want you to really focus on and create with intentionality and passion, because your life depends on it. Some of us just allow ourselves to be anything. Whatever it is, we are shaped by our circumstances. We are shaped by trouble, problems, and issues. We are shaped by other people's decision when they leave us, when they choose us, Who are you becoming? Who are you becoming? Now, there are a few things there on the screen. The first thing, that if you want to be the person you were born to be, if you want this year to make a difference in your life, if you want to tell a new story about you, different story from what your ancestors have lived, a different story from your father, a different story from your mom, it will not come by you hating where you're coming from. It will not be realized by you wishing things were different. The first thing, and I learned this from my mentor and teacher, Anthony Robbins. If you want to make a significant change in your life, the first thing that you must do is to raise your standards. The expectations that you have of yourself must change. Must change. You cannot expect this year to be different when your standards are the same. And I'm talking about standards in the area of relationships, standards in the area of mindset, standards in the area of money, standards in the area of emotional mastery, standards in the area of your personal development, standards in the area of how much you invest in you. How much you invest in yourself. Raise your standards. That's it. Once you raise your standard, you mean business, my friend. You mean business. Now, standard means whatever you desire, it's a must. It's not a should, it's a must. I got to get it. I have what it takes and I'm going for it. So we don't talk excuses. We don't talk challenges. We talk results here. It's a must. I'm going for it. It's a must. If it's a should, some people, they should all over themselves. Because they don't mean, that's why New Year resolutions are not resolutions. Because to resolve is to make it a must. To resolve is to have no other option. Is go for it. I resolve. This is a must. It's not woulda, coulda, shoulda. No. 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 It's not about how tough it is. It's not about whether it will favor me. It's I've made up my mind. I got my mind made up. I'm changing this area of my life. I'm changing my health. I have come to a place where this area matters to me, period. No end of discussion. We are not going there again. There is what we call analysis paralysis. People go into internal mental debate. Is what if, what if, what if, what if? No. What you're talking about, raising standards, there's no what if. The language changes. It's a must. I give you my word, I will be there. I give you my word, I'll lose that 10 kg. I'll lose that 20 kg. I'll get that money. I'll pull it to myself. I'll pull it to my existence. My family will not suffer. I'm getting to the finish line. No matter what it takes. No matter what it takes. And if you want something bad enough to go out and fight for it, to lose all your terror of the opposition for it, to push through your challenges for that thing that you want so much, if you give it all your strength, you give it all your time, all your sweat, And everything becomes about this one thing. I'm telling you, with God's grace, you will get it. You will get it. Opportunities, favor, prepared people. Raise your standards. I want you to win. I'm rooting for you. I was born for this. I help people raise their standard. I help people think differently. The Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. As you continue to think, so shall you become. If you don't change your mind, you remain the same person. Raise your standards. You can't remain there. You can't talk the same way. You can't go to the same places. You can't buy the same stuff. You can't reason the same way. Raise your standards. What is the standard of your expectation of yourself? Given your daily rituals, can you really become the person you want to be? Number two, resolve and make it a must. I've already talked about this. I'm telling you, if it's a should, it's not yours. Make it a must. Make it an absolute must. Have you ever seen someone that has made up their mind? They're not here to please you. Hello? They're not here to have a discussion with you, whether they deserve it or not. They are here to take their territory. Hello. Life is a fight for territory. If you don't get what you don't want will take over your life. Come on now. It's time to step into your land. Repossess your land. Take it from your enemies. And, you take it by force. This is not a negotiation. This is reclaiming your land. Reclaim your territory. Some of us have given away our power of our mind. We are powerless in terms of thinking. We are not thinking for ourselves. Some of us are living for others. We are working for others. Come on, do you know how short life is? Do you know how short this life is, my friend? This is the time to make your life destiny a must. And I'm offering you this. If you can click on the link below and book a free consultation session, I'll make it 15 to 30 minutes. I'll make it deep and go straight to the point. We like to establish, I want to be part of your success story. I want to be part of your success story. It can begin here. It doesn't have to end here. You can, find so many other resourceful places. But for me, I want to offer you a consultation session. Please click on the link below and make sure you book your consultation session, because I want you to overcome your limiting stories. I want you to get past your story that you're not enough. I want you to get past your story that, you don't deserve it, that you cannot change, that things cannot change, and you cannot become better. If you come from a poor family, don't let a poor family come out of you. Raise your standards. If no one in your family has ever been to school, and no one in your family, has ever gotten married, raise your standards. Be the first one. Be the first one. And come here on this. Come here. I want you to make decision, make it a must, get the results, and then you come here on this channel, the Destiny Life Coaching course. I want you to comment on what was your breakthrough. I am interested in your breakthrough. I'm praying for you because I believe it's possible to crush it. It's possible to go for your dreams. Now, number 3, recognize the place of God in your success. Now, after you make it a must, let me tell you this. The standard I want you to play on is the standard of doing all that you can. Never go to sleep without doing the thing that you were supposed to do that day. Throughout this year, let that be your standard. Don't say I'll call her tomorrow. Don't say I'll book that meeting tomorrow. Don't say I'll fix the calendar tomorrow. Don't say I'll fix that tomorrow. If you can do it today. All you can do is all you can do. All you can do is enough. But make sure every day you've done all you can do. That is it. Once you do that, once you do everything, surrender to God. Surrender to God, because He's got a better vision. It's like God picks your vision, puts it in a magnifying glass, and you can see how far you can go through the eyes of God. Surrender to God. There's a place that God plays in your life, in your success story, that no one else can. Recognize the place of God. In the beginning of the year, God. In the beginning of your practice, God. In the beginning of your mission, God. In the beginning of your relationship, God. In the beginning of your dreams, God. God has the power to bless everything you touch, so it becomes a blessing. Otherwise, things will not make you happy. Things don't add any value where there is no God. I'm telling you, only what is blessed by God can be fulfilling for you. Some of us have things that become a curse. We have children that become a curse to us. You have kids that give us sleepless nights. And for you, you thought it's a blessing. It's actually what having things, possession of things, including having children and having all this, it's not really a blessing. It's not really always a blessing. I'm telling you, some of us, the money we get is punishment. Some of us, the gates that open, gates of hell, because there's no blessing of God. Do it with God, I'm telling you. I promise you. It doesn't matter how smart you think you are. Or they're calling you the CEO, the COCO, the COO. It doesn't matter what they call you. You need God. You need God. You alone, you're not going far. You're not going far. You are a fool to walk through this life without God. Pause every moment. Reflect on this. What are you doing here, God? Reflect on what God is doing in your life. Invite Him in the beginning of the year. Lord, I invite you. I invite your presence. Go with us. Moses said, if you're not going with us, it doesn't matter how fast we are going. I'm not moving from here. Let your presence go with us. Let your presence lead us. And these are, the things I guide people in my life mastery program. We don't play games. We go to the core. We don't promise people things that ain't real. We go to the real true power, the source, the God, the creator of the universe, and help people relate better with their creator, so that everything is synergized, everything finds meaning, and you're fulfilled. You're fearless. Live this life with a smile, because you deserve it. Recognize the place of God in your success, in your relationships, everything. If you don't know how to do that, I'm not blaming you. That's why I'm here. It's my mission, is to help empower you, to become an agent of change that helps other people. The kind of empowerment I offer my clients is not just for you. It's for you to do that to someone else. Now, the last thing is for you to let go, release whatever expectations you had about last year, you had about the past. I want you to release it and let it go. Let it go. You don't go forward looking backwards. You're going to trip. You're tripping. Forgive and let go. You know those fools that mistreated you because they didn't know you, because Lord, forgive them because they didn't know what they were doing. Move on, my guy. Move on, my sister. Move on. I'm telling you, forgiveness is for you. It's not for the person who hurt you. It's for you. Because you're not going to run through this year. And this year is about running. This year is about running. It's about taking over. It's about taking back what's rightly yours. It's taking back your power. You cannot do that with baggage on your back. You cannot do that with heavy burden on your back. No. Release. Let it go. Release the burden of unforgiveness. Release the burden of whoever did what to you 11 years ago. Let it go. I tell you this. Let God be the one to avenge for you. And if you're interested in revenge, the best revenge is massive success. How will you revenge massively when you're loaded on your back with hatred, with all this, heavy emotional trauma? Release. Release. Let it go. Let it go. Stop right now. Breathe in into your belly. Let it go. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you don't cross with unforgiveness, please let it go. Don't cross the year with unforgiveness. Let it go. Release it right now. Leave it on this red line. You are so blessed to cross with those negative emotions. You're too blessed, a child of God, to cross without pain. Let it go. I know maybe you need to make a point. It's useless. It's useless. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, serving pigs in those golden plates. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Release. Let it go. Let it go. Take a deep breath right now into your belly. Fill it up. Hold it there. Count 7, 6 as you hold it in your belly. 5, 4, 3, 2. As we say 1, release everyone. Release everything. Anyone that has ever hurt you, let it go. 1. Now, this is what we call a new year. 1, that you're clear about what your standards are. 2, that you made it a must. Your standards are not negotiables. They are non-negotiables. 3, you placed God as the center of everything and prioritize God. It's called the law of first things. You always prioritize God. And 4thly, you've let go of anything, any pain, any trauma, and you're ready to crush it. I'm rooting for you. And my prayer is you can interact with Destiny Life Coaching. We have the new year class beginning immediately. Make sure you are part of that program. We have the Life Mastery program for people that want continuous growth throughout the year. You can join the Life Mastery program. We meet every Monday, 6 p.m. every Monday, 6 p.m. Please make sure you join us. We go all the way. No, we meet 7 p.m. 7 p.m. all the way to 8:30. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you. I'm looking forward to seeing you, and I'm looking forward, to helping you manifest the life of your dreams. Thank you so much. God bless you. Happy New Year. Blessed year. Go with the grace of God and know that we are rooting for you. Bye-bye.